This is the West Lake. Not the famous one in Hangzhou, but the less famous but still pretty cool one in Huizhou, Guangdong, which is my wife's hometown. Let's look around. Here it is, the big lake. We can walk right along its edge here. This is similar to the one in Hangzhou, even if it's certainly not as famous. Up here is the entrance where we can actually walk out over the lake, like over some of those bridges there. Lovely. Some very nice flowers planted here. Orange, kind of yellow, but with some orange too. Ooh, pink, with almost a blood red in there. Wow. And if that wasn't enough red, I do love it. Guangdong is wonderful with flowers, in part because they bloom pretty much all year due to the pretty warm weather. Continuing along the banks of the lake, the shores of the lake. Looks like we can enter here. It's very much a lake in the middle of the city, which seems to be almost every lake I visit here. So you can see the buildings all around it, including a McDonald's, a Café de Coral or Café de Coral, or however you say that, and a Starbucks. But over here is the lake in all its scenic glory. We can walk out this little causeway here. Let's do that. Here we are on the causeway now. Very beautiful. Got some very nice pink flowers here. Lovely. And yeah, this causeway can have automobiles on it, so yeah, we got that going on here. Cars all over. As we continue. As you go. Stone bridge over there. Very nice. And another stone bridge coming up here on this causeway. Road bridge over there that's kind of meant to look like a stone bridge. Up on the bridge now. We can get a good look here at the southern part of the lake. Or we can cross over and once the parade of police bikes goes by, see the northern side of the lake. Whew. Don't know what those cops were there for, but you know what? It just doesn't matter, does it? You just leave them alone. Out on another causeway, got to go out into the lake. We got boats here, but I don't think they're running today. Everything seems to be just, moored. It's clouded up a bit since our last one, since the other causeway we were at, but we can still see plenty here. Lots of good stuff here on the lake. Both sides have some really nice views. Got a bridge coming up here. There's quite a causeway over here, it looks like, with a little bit of a pavilion in the middle of the water. We'll have to try to get there later. Here's the bridge. We can see that pagoda up there. Looks like it is a somewhat unkempt pagoda, though. I don't think we're going to be able to go up in it like we did at Hangzhou's West Lake when we went up the Leifeng Pagoda. Let's just have a nice, beautiful look over the wall, over the water. We were at that bridge over there a bit earlier. Here's the other side. Over there heading toward Jiangbei. We've got some dragonflies going by. Isn't that fun? There's Jiangbei with its big buildings over there. That's kind of the city center of Huizhou. Not nearly as big as what we'd get in Guangzhou, Shanghai, maybe even not Ningbo. But still, it's not by any means a small town either. The pagoda, it seems, is called the Huizhou Pagoda. information here given in Chinese, English, French, Korean, and I believe the last one must be Japanese. Yeah, it must be it's in Japanese at that place. And this is the way to it, to the pagoda. It's like there's some steps if we want to go see it. Looks like it's not too far up here that we can see it. Here it is, Huizhou Pagoda. Yep, I don't think we can go in. Looks like it's locked up, which is too bad. I bet there'd be some wonderful views of the lake. But nope, not gonna happen. Let's just look at it from here.
Oh, shit.
Got the exit over here. First, we'll take another look. Got a little bit of sun back, cool. Heading through the moon gate here and onto this causeway and this bridge across. It gives the name Zigzag Bridge, and yeah, it does kind of zigzag back and forth. You can see that. As we head out over the lake toward the other side. Heading up the arch of the bridge. Here we are, inside the bridge's structure. Looking out over the lake. Looks like it's heading for an island in the middle of the lake. Back there is a stone bridge we crossed earlier. That's where we'll be heading in just a bit. And another look here at the Huizhou Pagoda. Continuing along the zigzag bridge toward the island on the other side. And yes, we will not be going there very directly because it's a zigzag bridge. We've reached this island. Apparently it's called Diantui Island. We got it there again in 5 languages: Chinese, English, French, Japanese, and Korean. No, I can't read all those languages. English, of course, is my best. Chinese, I'd probably read a fair bit. I'm not great at reading Chinese. It's not easy. There's a lot of characters to learn. I could read some of it in French. I've never had a class in how to speak French, but I did have, back in grad school, I did have a reading French class. Japanese is interesting. I can pick out some meaning from the Chinese characters, but I can't follow the grammar because it's thoroughly different from Chinese, and because it relies on characters that don't mean that I can't read. They convey no meaning to me because they're Japanese only characters. You can barely see the zigzag bridge out here. Looks like there's a pavilion on this island. And we can see out to Jiangbei very well from this bridge here. Very nice. Again, we got some blue sky. Wonderful. And coming up on a pavilion on this little island here. I'm not even sure if this is. We've just crossed a bridge. We might not be on Diansui Island anymore. It's just near it. Really nice though. That's a pretty nice view of the zigzag bridge and the pagoda. You can come right up to the edge of the water here. Don't go swimming. It's a bad idea. It's not what this place is for. Not like Sun Lake in Ningbo where you actually can. Looking out west, if we went far enough that way, we'd eventually get to Guangzhou. But we won't do that. Another zigzaggy bridge off of this island, heading toward another, which from the sign I gather this one is called Fanghua Island. It's getting a little more look around the lake. Again, Jiangbei with its big buildings over there. Apparently the island we just came from was called Pipa Island. Interesting. And this one, as far as I know, is Fanghua Island. Very nice landscaping here. Feels almost like a tropical rainforest or something. Continuing around Fanghua Island, looks like we're gonna get some nice lake views here. Looks like we got a bridge off this island coming up here. Gonna head on across this fine bridge. Looks like we got kind of a little small enclosure here of the lake. More nice pink flowers here. Looks like we're coming up to the edge of the lake now. And yeah, we're now back at the shore again. Got a bit of a park-like area here. We're about to head away from the lake, so let's have one last look at it now before we head this way back into the city and eventually toward a bus stop where we can get back to my in-laws' house. Looks like we have to go through some back alleys to get to the bus stop. Looks like a little bit of old Huizhou here. Back there are also some small like guest houses for tourists who want to go to the West Lake and actually stay nearby. Hope you enjoyed this trip to Huizhou's West Lake. It's one of the last things we'll see before we'll head back to the United States as I'm leaving China now. If you want to see when I go back, this would be a great time to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. See you all next time. Bye.